Hello and welcome back to the whole new episode of a Dune Buggy build. And yes, in previous video we did make the arms and it turned out perfect. So in this video we are going to add up a front support for this hub so that it won't be wobbly at all. Right now it's a little bit wobbly because the nut isn't tightened over here. So that's what it's making, moving front and back, and even they are not tightened up. So that's what this thing is having a little bit of play, and we need to add up extra support so that this won't go in and out. That's what the thing is. For that point will help this wheel to keep straight. And yes, get a brake caliper mounted over here, and we will see if we can get this thing running in this video or not. There is maximum chance of getting this thing fired up and test it out. So let's just stay tuned, guys. Let's just start with the work. Yes guys, I have got the other mount even done, and now it is time to get this thing tested out and see how everything is working. It stops here, but who cares, it's not going to come that much up. So the reason to getting this thing stopped, what is the reason? I don't know. Maybe the axle is stopping it. But anyways guys, this is more than enough what I need over here. So everything is looking perfect. Now we can just move on and jump over to the final welding of this whole thing so that we can test this thing out. Before that, let's just look for the brake caliper. I just kept it over here, so I'm thinking to get this thing mounted right over here because this is the easiest place to mount this thing. So in order to do that, I have to cut this pipe and do something else over here. So let's just figure out this caliper first. the brake disc bolts which is right over here are hitting the plate, so I need to even shorten that now up. I have left it a little bit bigger, but I don't think so it's going to work, so I have to make it more shorter so that it won't hit the plate at the back. Yes guys, after a long time this thing is already standing on its own right now, and yes, I have lost a little bit of ground clearance with this setup, but it's not that much. It's like about 2 inches of ground clearance I have lost, but still it's having plenty of ground clearance right now. So the front is looking lifted up right now because the weight is there at the back, so no weight at the front. So when I just sit over here, so let me just show you. This thing is almost leveled up, but unfortunately the side effect of all, I have lost the ground clearance. But still, I hope it's plenty enough for the dunes. So I have done most of the things off camera, like the welding of the arms, and even tightened every single bolt. I have tightened up and even double checked it, inflated the tires, so almost ready for the test drive right now. And yes guys, that I will say after a test drive. So hopefully I don't want this thing to break once again. So I will be like a little bit careful to ride this thing. I'll not just push this thing to the max limit. Slightly I will push it and even test out all the gears, like 6 gears, how everything, the gears and everything is working. So, and the brake. So all the thing needs to be tested out. So it's going to be not the perfect rep, but it's going to be just a test drive. So I'll be in a test drive limit only.
हाँ
बैटरी भी लगेगी
बैटरी भी तो है
नॉर्मल चला के देखो पहले कैसे करती है
हाँ,
बाद
हाँ।
में कच्चा मानेंगे रनिंग वनिंग होना चाहिए क्या सफाई करता
सफाई वाला गाड़ी दिखा रहा है इतना नहीं बताएगी हमें इतना नहीं बताएगी हाँ हाँ क्या नहीं करता थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा ज़्यादा क्या करेगा शेयरिंग भी बहुत हार्ड बता रहा है शेयरिंग पहले तो हार्ड ही बता रहा है वजन आ गया ना अगले
नीचे जाके रंबल में जाएंगे ना
देखो स्प्रिंग बंद है हाँ गली तो यही है शेयरिंग बहुत सख्त हो गया बहुत सख्त हो गया देखो हाथ रखो पता चलेगा पहले बहुत पानी की तरह होता था अभी नहीं है पानी की तरह वजन आने की वजह से वजन की वजह से नहीं चल रहा है शेयरिंग वैसे नहीं होगा पहले जैसा नहीं है बंद ही हुआ ना
रनिंग में देखा आवाज़ करता है।
आवाज़ करना तो नहीं चाहिए।
हाँ अभी आवाज़ नहीं भी है यहाँ पर रनिंग करेंगे ना पता लगेगा। रनिंग में आवाज़ कर
रनिंग में आवाज़ कर रहा है। हाँ
आवाज़ है।
क्या चीज़ की आवाज़ हो सकती है? वो बैरिंग के एक्सल के कब के बैरिंग,
सबसे पहले
हाँ कब के बैरिंग उसी पर ही लोड पड़ता है ना।
रनिंग में
हाँ ना,
वो आवाज़ तो नीचे नहीं जा, नीचे नहीं जा, लग जाएगी।
नहीं लगेगी। कुछ आवाज़ है, क्या आवाज़ है?
कोई आवाज़ नहीं।
एक्सल की, एक्सल तो कोई ख़राब नहीं है। हाँ
ये आवाज़
एक्सल ख़राब है क्या?
रनिंग में देखना पड़ेगा कितना जाके ना। एक चीज़ पे लोड पड़ता है।
There's some sort of weird noise coming from the axle, some sort of axle, maybe bad axle or something like this. Trying to figure it out what exactly it is.
Finally, guys, the test was great. I do admit that I was not riding this thing, like pushing it to the max, just because I'm afraid of if anything happens, means I could end up on hitting something. So unfortunately, that's what I did not try to max it out. But yes, guys, the steering feel a little bit stiffer right now. Maybe at the dunes it will be soft, but on the tarmac or like off-roading other old places, it's going to be hard. But that's a plus point, because it should be hard. At the dunes it will be way soft, so I don't want it to just lose the control all the way. And yes, guys, there was some sort of sound coming, like clicking sound coming from the back there, but I tried to find it out. I could not find it from where it was coming, so it is some sort of place only while I was turning it all the way. So when I was hitting a turn, that time the clicking sound was there. Otherwise it's not there on a straight, and it is not there, nothing is there, it's just working perfect. I don't know what exactly is making a sound. Maybe the axle or maybe the cup bearings and all. Maybe that's what, because when in cutting it's getting load on the cups and the axle of this thing. So maybe because of that it's making some sort of clicking sound, like tuck tuck tuck, like this it is. But it's not that worst, because it was way too less. I could barely hear that, but yes, it was there. So yes, guys, I can say this thing is almost ready to hit a test drive on a perfect dune. So I really want to take it out on the dunes, but unfortunately I don't have a trolley with me. So yes, I need to arrange one trolley to get this thing out there and test it out, so I can test this thing perfectly at the dunes and try most of the things like jumps, which I am like not that pretty good. But yes, I want to do jump on this thing, and even let's see what will this thing will do at the dunes and all. So for that I have to get a trolley. I'm looking for a trolley. As soon as I get it, I will take this thing somewhere out at the dunes and test it out perfectly and see. The main thing, I don't want to test it out and rip it over here, because almost last time I just had an accident, nearly had an accident with the car, so I don't want that thing to be happened again. So it was my luck. Last time I just barely missed it, like about an foot or something, we can say. I just ended up almost hitting it, but my luck, man, I just saved that time. But won't be every time, so I'm not going to ride it anymore over here, like rip it anymore over here. So it's better to take it somewhere, because there's no cars and nothing, so I can just test it
if anything happens, means it will happen to this, not to others. And that's what the thing is. Yes guys, stay tuned, and we will be back with this thing on the tunes, hopefully soon. That's it for the video guys. I hope you all guys enjoyed my video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out any of my future videos. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.